Get out of that place and come here.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, we ended it, so they should be popping in
Okay.
this one within a few minutes.
You're live now.
Yes, sir.
So I just finished 85 push-ups and 200 sit-ups. What do you think?
That's amazing, sir.
Is that enough? For
It's too many. It's too many.
For weekend is enough.
Yes, sir.
How many have you done? Not much yet? Or
In my
with
head, I
the
did
classes?
200.
How about with the class earlier?
In the earlier class, we did about 60.
60? Oh, that's good.
So okay, so Courtney's here, Sophie's here.
Hi,
Okay.
Courtney. How you doing? Have a great class, you guys.
Okay, very good. Let us begin. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Courtney. Okay, so I think Christopher Wu was here earlier, but either way, we'll get started first. Okay, so let's begin. Facing forward. Tail. Kinne. Start with jumping jacks. Now, third, set, net, pass up, this up, you go, you down, out, you raise your knees. Now, third, set, net, pass up, this up, you go, you down, out, you jump left and right. Now, third, set, net, pass up, this up, you go, you down, out, you shake out your legs. Okay, have your legs side by side. Okay, this time let's reach down and bring your head towards your right leg. Now, set, net, toss up, yes up, you go, you know, aho, yo, change sides. Now, set, net, toss up, yes up, you go, you know, aho. Hands on your hips. Okay, turn your hips, turn your foot to the side and bend your knee. Now, set, net, toss up, yes up, you go, you know, aho, yo, change sides. Now, set, net, tassel, yes, you go, you know, aho, yo. Push your knees out with your hands. Now, set, net, tassel, yes, you go, you know, aho, yo. Hands on your hips, hit some big circles. Now, set, net, tassel all the way, yes, you go, you know, aho, yo. Hands up, turn right and left. Now, set, net, tassel, yes, you go, you know, aho. Your hands in circles. Now, third, set, net, taza, yes, you go, you know, aho, yo, other way. Now, third, set, net, taza, yes, you go, you know, aho, yo. Shake out your hands and your legs. Adjust your uniform. Okay, let's start with some kicking today. The first thing we're going to do is work on your front kick, and you're going to land in lunge position. So remember, keep your back straight. You're going to kick. You're going to land, you're going to pivot and lift up your heel and bend your knees, okay? So I'll do it facing the camera. Let's do 10 kicks this way. Ready? Now, ha, two, ha, set, ha, net, ha, tassel, ha, yes, sir. Ha. You go. Ha. 이달. Ha. 아홉. Ha. 열. Ha. Okay, good. Shake out your legs. The next thing we're going to do, you're going to work on your turning kick. Okay? So we're going to do your turning kick, and then you're going to land. Let's practice landing in forward stance this time. So unlike with the lunge, make sure your heel is flat on the floor, right? So you're going to do a good turning kick, ha, and then turn your body back to the front. Make sure you turn your hips back to the front when you land, okay? So let's practice this turning kick. I'm going to show it sideways so you guys can do it properly. Let's go turning kick, ready? Na, ha, and then pivot back. Other leg. Third. Ha. Set. Ha. Net. 하. 다섯. 하. 여섯. 하. 여섯. 하. 일곱. 하. 여덟. 하. 아홉. 하. 열. 하. You can shake out your legs. Oh, Ellie's here. Good. We have more people today. This is great. Okay. I've not seen Ellie in class for a while, so it's good that she's here. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do today is we're going to work on side kick. So once again, it's going to be side kick into forward stance. Okay. So remember, chamber your leg and extend. Ha. And then turn to your forward stance position. Okay? So kick however high you're comfortable with, but then as we go on, try to gradually kick higher and higher. Okay, ready? Now. Ha. Try to hold it out for a split second before you land as well. Third. Ha. Set. Ha. Net. Ha. 다섯. 하. 여섯. 하. 일곱. 하. 여덟. 하. 아홉. 하. 열. Ha. Check out your legs. Okay. So hopefully your legs are nice and warm. Let's do some push-ups today. Okay, guys. How many push-ups should we do today? Give me a number from 1 to 10. Depending on what you tell me, I'm going to make it easier or harder. No, it's a number from 1 to 10. I'm not saying you're doing 10 push-ups. I'm saying the difficulty, scale of 1 to 10. I'll decide how many we do. Oh, you guys want to make it hard today? Sure, no problem. Ooh. Let's make it fun then. Okay, sure. Let's warm up with 20 push-ups, right? And regular ones first. And then we're going to do some variations, all right? So the first push-up we're going to do, right, the regular one. Remember, hands have to be right in line with your shoulders. So here, not in front of your head. Back has to be straight. When you go down, lower your chest. Right, and try to keep your back as straight as possible. Okay, we're going to do 20 on your own time, and then we're going to do some other ones later. Ready, set, go.
Very strong.
Ha. You shake out your arms. Give yourself a little bit of time to rest. And then after that, we're going to do, today, we're going to do some knuckle push-ups. Okay, so the first push-up we're going to do for knuckles, right, is going to be wide knuckle push-ups. So for wide knuckle push-ups, you want to have your hands facing not each other, but downwards, okay? And you're going to balance on your first two knuckles. So when you do your push-ups like this, you want your elbows to go this way, not backwards, okay? So widen your hands, so wider than your shoulder width. Basically, imagine, right, when you bend your arms, I'm going to lower the camera a little bit, actually. When you lower your arms, you want to have your elbows on top of your fists. So you have your hands a little wider,
And then when you go down, you want your elbows to go this way when you go down. Okay? So make sure your elbows don't go over your fist, basically. Okay, so we're gonna start with 10 of these, and then we'll see how we do. So if you have trouble holding, right, your fist, right, remember you're bouncing on your first two knuckles, right? If this is too much pressure for you, that's okay. What we can do is you take your thumb and you put it to the side and you push on the ground with it so that it's a little bit less pressure on your knuckles. But if you can, don't use your fists. Don't use your thumbs. Okay, let's do 10. Ready? On your own time. 시작. Ha. Okay, now after a little bit of rest, the next one you're gonna do is the other kind. So the other kind, knuckle push-ups, is where your fists are facing one another, or you can have your thumbs forward like before, or you can tuck them in. This time your hands are closer, your hands have to still be in front of your chest, and this time your elbows are gonna go backwards like this. All right, so these ones, we're once again gonna do 10. Okay, ready? Let's go. Knuckle push-ups position, sideways. 시작. Ha. Make sure to keep your wrist nice and tight. All right, don't let it slip. Okay, so to take a break from push-ups, we're going to move on to sit-ups. All right, let's start with the basic sit-up and do 20, and then we'll move on to some variations after. Ready? Sit-up position. 20 sit-ups on your own time. 시작. Ha. Okay, I'll give you guys a few seconds to catch up. Okay, next exercise we're going to do leg raises. Let's do 20 of those as well. Remember, keep your head on the floor, keep your hands underneath your hips, and swing your legs all the way close to the ground, as high as you can, and then close to the ground. And make sure your head stays on the floor, like I said. Excuse me. Ready? Let's begin. Hands underneath, legs off the ground. Let's do 20. 시작. Ha. Okay, guys, for the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to do hip raises. So how you're going to do this is you're going to tuck in your knees. Instead of bringing your legs straight up, you're going to bring your knees into your chest like this. And then you're going to kick upwards and lift up your hips. Okay, so you have to straighten your legs twice. You're going to straighten your legs outwards and then upwards. So out, up. And that's 1. We're gonna do 10 and see how we survive. Okay, after that, then we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do more, maybe we'll do something else. Ready, hands underneath your hips again. Ready, kick up. And let's do 10 times. Ready, enough. 3, set, net, tasa, yasa, igo, itare, aho, yoi, ha. Okay, just give you guys a few seconds to catch up. Okay, next exercise we're going to do today is going to be V-sit, but with a toe touch. So what that's going to be, instead of having your hands by your side, you're going to bring your hands behind you, behind your head. You're going to swing your legs up and go all the way up and touch your toes this way and come back down. All right, so for today, while everyone gets used to this, I'm going to let your feet touch the floor. So you get to rest on the floor in between doing it. But normally, you want to have your feet and your head off the ground. So like this, okay? Because I want you to get the full range of motion, I'm gonna let you guys start from the floor first so you can get used to it this week. Next week, you're gonna do it with your legs off the ground and your head off the ground. Okay, so all the way up, all the way down. And let's do 20. Ready? Shita. Excuse me. Ha. Okay, give you guys another 10 seconds to catch up if you need more time. Okay, otherwise, let's move on. So today, I'm going to spare your legs a little bit because we want to do more kicking today. So we're going to take a water break, and then we're going to come back and do pumse, followed by kicking. Facing forward, check. Get some water, and then come back. Good job, guys. Okay. So today we have in the chat, we have Ellie, Courtney, Sophie, and Chris. Hi, Yasmin. Yes, this is weekly. We do this every Saturday. Yes.
Okay, so Christopher, can you tell me what belt you are? Was it blue belt or blue belt? Okay. So Yasmin, this is Taekwondo class. This is the intermediate and advanced class. So what we're doing is we're doing a general Taekwondo class to cover kicking and pumse. So I don't know, Yasmin, if you've done Taekwondo before, please do let me know. If you're a beginner, this class may not be for you, but we have a beginner class that starts at 1 o'clock on Saturdays. So if you can come to that one. Oh, okay. If you're yellow belt, you should be coming to the beginner class. So that one starts at 1 o'clock. Goes from 1 to 1:45. Okay, so maybe for today, like if you want to watch, feel free to do so. But this class will be catered more towards the intermediate and advanced belts. All right, so good. So what we're gonna do is let's go through Taekwondo 5, 6, and then 8. Right, that way we cover all the belts, all the pumse that you guys need to know for your current belt levels. Okay, so let's start with Taekwondo 5 first. Okay. Facing forward. In there. Okay, so you guys can follow me from behind. I'll do a little bit of explanation as we go if we need to. Jimmy. So from here, let's start with Taekwondo 5. Low block in forward stance. Now. From here, you're going to do a hammer fist in L stance. Go. Make sure your back leg turns, but your front leg faces straight. Set. Net. To the front, middle block, middle block. Start with your left hand first. Now. Third, front kick, back fist, middle block. Set. Front kick, back fist left, right hand middle block. Step forward, back fist, now. Turn around, single left hand block. Step forward, elbow strike. Single left hand block, now. Third, elbow strike. To the back, low block, middle block, now. Front kick, low block, middle block. Third. Set, head block, forward stance. Side kick, side hammer fist. Third. Set. Net. Pass up. Yes, up. Ha! So make sure this stance is the cross stance with your front leg. Turn slightly to the side. Your back leg facing the side of your leg. So your shoulders should be facing sideways, but your head should be looking to the back, and so should your back fist. Paro. And okay, so hopefully, you guys don't have any problems with Taekwondo 5. You're going to do it one more time on your own time, and then we're going to continue with Taekwondo 6. Okay? This is 4. Hit. Let's do Taekwondo 5 again on your own time. So try to follow my speed. I'm going to try to follow a consistent speed and show you where the double moves are in this move. Okay, so ready to follow along? On your own time, Taekwondo 5. 시작. Sure. Okay, a few things to remember, guys. When you do the side kick together with the side hammer fist, make sure your hand and your leg are parallel. So if my foot goes higher, my hand should also go higher at the same angle as my leg. Also, when you guys are going forward with the front kick, back fist, middle block, make sure your front kick, of course, face level, but your back fist, mouth level, your middle block,
shoulder level. Okay? So one should be higher than the other. Back fist, middle block. One's here, one's here. Don't have the two heights mixed up. Okay? Let's go through Taekwondo 6 now. Okay? So, Sophie, if you don't know Taekwondo 6, you can just watch, or you can practice Taekwondo 5 again on your own time. Okay? Facing forward. Check. Connect. 준비. Let's go through Taekwondo 6 by my count. Low block, forward stance. Third, front kick, run behind, other block. Make sure you have a good back stance here, bending both of your knees. Set. Net. From here, stepping to the front, single knife hand block. In forward stance, right hand, but left leg. So it should look like this from the front view. Okay, from here, circle, and go to the side of your face. From here, roundhouse to the hip level, and then step to the side. And then, first of all, land post riding stance, then step to the side, sorry, and then outer block and level. So this is fast. Front kick, left hand punch. Other side, and out. Other block punch. Front kick, reverse punch, and out. Here, cross the legs. Oh, sorry, relax side by side. Cross your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the movement here looks like this. Crossing your arms. Your hands stay in contact until you get to here. Then you separate your hands in line with your hips. Okay? So from here, single knife hand block with your left hand. Or right leg step forward, head level. And out. Now turning kick, key up. Sorry, roundhouse to the head level. And key up. And out. Ha! Turn around. Low blocking forward stance. And out. Front kick. Ah! Ah!
Okay, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Accidents happen. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue. I'm okay. I'll live. Okay, so where were we? We were here in forward stance, low block. It's going to be front kick, land behind, outer block. And now. Other side, same thing. And now. Make sure when you turn here, right, you're turning on the spot. Make sure what you're not doing is stepping and turning forward. After you turn around, right, after you do a 3/4 turn in Taekwondo, you always turn to the back. Okay, so if this is the front, whenever you're turning around normally, you always turn to the front, right? Except when you do a 3/4 turn. 3/4 turn means you go from here and you spin all the way around. Every time after you do that, all the turns become to the back, in case you don't know. Okay, so we were here. From here, your right leg's going to step to the back, look forward, turn that front block to the front, then step back, turn that front block again. From here, it's going to be palm block and then punch and forward step. Left palm block, right punch. Ready? Other side, same thing. Okay, from here, step back to Jumbi. Right leg, step in. Auto. Sure.
Okay, so hopefully you guys understood. Sorry about the little accident there. Okay, so we're going to try that again on your own time. Take up 6.
Okay, so follow my speed if you can. Facing forward. Chip. In there. Come say Jumbi. Ready? Take up 6 on your own time. Street up. Ha! Sure. Okay, guys, so if you have any questions at this point, please do ask, okay?
So if you have any questions about the pumse we're doing, let me know. If you're not sure about anything or is there something you want to know more about the pumse, number 5 or number 6, right, please do let me know. Okay? Otherwise, we're going to move on to take 8. I think let's get a quick water break first. Face forward. Check. Good job, guys. Okay, guys, let's continue. We're going to go through Taekwondo 8 today. Master's in this office. Okay, yeah, and so for Taekwondo 8, let's go through with Ellie. And so for Courtney, Sophie, and Chris, if you guys want, you can try it. But like I said, there's no point in you doing Taekwondo 8 until you're naturally a red belt. YouTube, yes. So if you are not wanting to do Taekwondo 8, you can practice the pumses you've already done so far. So 5, 6, or you can practice one of the lower ones. Okay. So while you wait. Okay. So feel free to do that. Okay, Ellie, let's continue with me. If you follow along with me. Facing forward. Try it. In there. So first, let's start with twin outer block. Now, make a back stance here, and your hands in the same position as twin knife hand block with your hands closed. Ready? Change the forward stance punch. Third. A double front kick and key up on the second kick. Middle block double punch. Now. Ha! And middle block. Good. Step forward punch. Now. From here, you're going to step behind the parallel forward stance and do single mountain block. Now. So here, your feet are facing the same direction. One hand is doing a low block. One hand is doing an outer block with the opposite forearm. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, one hand in front of your leg, one hand in line with your shoulder. Ready? Turn your forward stance around to this side and make a normal forward stance. All right, point your hand forward, point your hands forward, sorry. Move your shoulders and slowly move your hands in line with your body. Now, so here once again, feet parallel, hand in line with your leg and with your shoulder. Turn around, now, slow uppercut. From here, step to the back, to left hand block. I'll change the forward stance punch. It's going to be front kick, line behind, step behind, and palm block in tiger stance. From here, step to the side in tiger stance, to left hand block. Now, front leg front kick, back hand punch. Now, palm block, third. Other side, to left hand block. Now, front leg front kick, third. Palm block, step to the back, twin low block. Now. Front kick, jumping front kick. Third. Ha! And a block, double punch. Turn around, single knife front block, and up. Ready? Elbow, back fist and punch, and up. Turning around, single knife front block. Ready? Elbow, back fist and punch, and up. Elbow, back fist. Auto. Sure. Okay, so if I'm going too fast, please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going around this speed. If you have any questions about Figure 8, Ellie, please do let me know. Few things to remember. Please do remember when you're doing your single mountain block, stay your hands. It may look like they're in head block position, but your hands have to face the opposite way. Okay, for this movement. Apart from that, try to remember your tiger stances. Make sure you have your legs facing the direction you're looking, right? So you don't want a tiger stance like this with your back leg facing the side. You always want to turn your leg in the direction that you're going, right? It's similar to a walking stance, but a little smaller and with your heel up and your knees bent, right? So that's the adjustment you have to make between walking stance and tiger stance. Apart from that, right, most of it is just, well, doing the moves correctly, right? Things like keeping your balance here before landing, so don't fall forward. At the end, when you kick and then you jump, you balance here before you do the rest of it, right? So let's go through take 8 again, and then we're going to go through something else. Facing forward, straight. In there. 3. Ready, take 8 on your own time. She's up. Ha! Ha! Follow. Sure. Okay, guys, good job today. So, for today, right, what we're going to cover for kicking is going to be back kick and hook kick. Okay, so for Sophie and Courtney, even if you haven't learned hook kick, that's okay. You're going to learn it today. Now, right, back kick and hook kick. Let's start with back kick first. So the movements of a back kick are, right, the pivot, the lifting of your leg, right, looking over your shoulders, so actually doing that as well, and then extending your leg forward and landing, right? So here's a few things about back kick to make sure you do it properly. Number one, when you turn and pivot your legs, turn your head as well. Okay, from here, when you tuck in your leg, right, focus not only on raising your knee, but tucking in your foot in tight to your butt, okay, so that your kick will go higher, okay? And when you extend your leg, try to have your knees pass by one another before you kick. So avoid having your knee come outwards like this. Otherwise, it becomes what's called a turning side kick, which has one of two problems. Number one, it can go off center. Number two, it's a different position, right? So the chances that you overturn your body become higher when your knee comes out because your shoulders also turn more. You want to keep your shoulders facing backwards when you do your back kick. Okay, so let's go through the movement a few times, and then we're going to practice today doing the kicking position for back kick. So let's start with the movement first to try it out a couple times. I'm going to face this. I'll face this way, guys, so this way you can see my leg from behind. Okay, so we're all going to kick towards the camera. Okay, so pretend like you're behind me. Turn around, 1, tuck in your leg, 2, kick 3. Ha! Then reset. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Again, 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, so here's a few things. When you guys do the pivot, right, make sure your heel comes up on your front leg. So you notice when I come up with my kick, my knee and my body go on top of my leg. Before that, my body's behind my front leg, right? So in your normal fighting stance, you're in the middle of your legs. When you lift up your heel and you turn, you're behind your standing leg for your kick, right? So when you come up, you transition to here, and then you go past your leg, and you land in front. So part of the reason why you have to lift up your heel is so that when you shift forward for your kick, you naturally go this way, right? Sometimes what can happen if your foot is flat on the ground is people lean backwards and they go this way. Okay, so lifting up your heel helps you to move forward like this, okay, in the direction of your kick. Okay, let's try putting it together. You're going to turn and stick out your leg straight away. So when you turn, kick. Try to do it with minimum pause, okay? So turn, try to turn smoothly and kick without stopping. So it's turn, kick, without pausing in between. Okay, it doesn't have to be full speed, but try to maintain good technique even though you are doing it without stopping. Now, ha, go, ha, set, ha,
net, ha. Pass up, ha. Good, check out your legs. Okay. So the next exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna work on your back kick position. So for this one, you're gonna need a chair. Okay, so I'll give you guys about 10 seconds to find a chair. Make it quick. Okay, hopefully everyone has a chair now. So what we're gonna do is holding onto your chair, you're gonna face it, or you're gonna kick behind you by moving your knee first in line with your other knee, then secondly out in front of you, and then turning to the side at the last second. So I want you to control two things: your hip position, your knee position, and your foot position. Okay, so we're practicing this. Number one, raising your knee, body facing back, right? Number two, right? Moving your knee down, but keeping your foot tucked in tight. So you want your foot to be tucked in tight here. You don't want it to be down here. Tuck it in as tightly as you can. You want your foot tucked in as well. So as you extend your leg here, as my knee goes forward, my heel starts to come a little bit higher so that I can kick higher, and I also lean back a little bit. Okay? So as my foot comes up, my shoulder goes back. But be careful, when you're doing this, it doesn't mean you go this way. It means that as your head comes down, right, your hips go forward. So when you're actually doing it, it's more like this. But right now, because we're standing on the spot, it's gonna look like this. Okay? So for balance and for kicking on the spot, that's fine for back kick. But when you really do one, you want your hips to go forward rather than your head coming down. Okay, let's practice this. Right, step one, knee up. Step two, knee to your knee. 3, kick out and lean back. Okay, let's try this out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ha. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so last thing, quick note, make sure that your foot and your hip turn at the last second. So you notice that my knee and my hips are backwards. They're still backwards. They're still backwards until here. The last second when my knee fully straightens, that's when my hip turns out. Okay? So let's try this 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's put all that together and make it one move. So from 1, go all the way to 3. Come out. 1, 2. Ha. 1, 2. Ha. Okay, so to add a little bit of momentum and have a sense of the movement of the kick, at the same time as you push your leg out, I want you to push your body away from the chair. So from standing here, when you tuck in your leg, when you kick your leg out, instead of just leaning back, I want you to push this way so that you're further away from the target. So from here, 1, when you kick out, 2, push yourself away and land this way as you kick. Ready? 1, and look, 2, ha. 1, 2, ha. Again, 1, 2, ha. Okay, let's change your leg. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Let's try that a few times. 1, 2, 3. We're turning at the last second, right? One last time. 1, 2, 3. And now let's put it all together with the push. Ready? 1, 2. Ha. 1, 2. Okay. So let's put it all together and go through your back kick in one smooth movement, and make sure you move forward as you kick. So from here, I'm going to be traveling this way. You're going to turn, you push off, ha, and make sure you land to this side. So you want to avoid landing here. Don't land behind. Make sure you travel forward after your kick. Let's try this 5 times. Ready? Now, ha, 2, ha, set, ha, net, ha, pass up, ha, Okay, shake out your legs. Okay, let's do the other leg. Ready? Hana, ha. Third, ha. Set, ha. Net, ha. Toss up, ha. Okay, shake out your legs. Okay, guys, so we're a little short on time today, so we're gonna have to end here. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this week we covered your Pumse, right? Taekwondo 1, Taekwondo 5, 6, and 8. We worked on back kick. So if you guys have any questions about those things, like I said, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, we will see you next week, same time, 1 to 2 o'clock. Sorry, 2 to 3 o'clock. 1 to 2 if you're a beginner. All right, so we'll see you then, and we'll see you next time. Facing forward. Check. Good night. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.